Most accurate forecast from the First Coast News Weather Team, certified by Weather Rate, sponsored by AC Designs.
Let's start with the tropics. I feel like a lot of people are talking about it today. We have a 50% chance of development. That's as of 8 a.m. this morning from the National Hurricane Center. They say a tropical depression could form later this week, somewhere between Puerto Rico to Cuba to the Bahamas. And with that tropical depression forming later on this week, perhaps around Thursday, from there, we don't know where it's going to go. This is not a cone. This is all just a blob of possible development areas. So that's from the National Hurricane Center. It's not a cone. It's just where we could see a tropical depression forming later on this week. So let me show you some models and what they are trying to tell us. This first is the European model, and it has been the scarier model. It shows that tropical depression trying to form near the Dominican Republic, and then it brings it as a stronger storm, perhaps even a hurricane at some point off the East Coast. Okay, that's just one model though. We have another model, the GFS, which is the American model, and it shows it trying to get its act together over the Dominican Republic and then going towards the Gulf and paralleling the west side of Florida and bringing heavier rain to the Gulf Coast of Florida. So as you can see, there's a lot of uncertainty, right? We don't know exactly how strong it will be, and we also don't know where exactly it will go, how it will impact Florida. If we see any sort of impact in the form of rain and whatever else, that would be later this weekend into early next week. So we just ask you to continue to check back in daily, maybe even twice a day, as we get these new model runs and we get to figure out what exactly is going to happen. As that system starts to form and tries to take the shape of a tropical depression, models will be able to pick up on it easier, and therefore then we will know and have a better idea of where it's going and how strong it could be. If it does become a tropical storm or stronger, its name would be Debbie. Now, locally, it's a great day here on the First Coast. We have temperatures mainly sitting in the 80s. Palatka, you just made it to 90 degrees. Our feels like temperatures right now are staying in the 90s. It's still hot out there, but at least it's not the hundreds right now because we have drier air over us, so it's not as humid. And it's also keeping us mostly dry, but we are watching this here, this broken line of downpours and storms trying to work its way towards us. So our western counties, you are the most likely to see rain today. Big picture across the entire First Coast, I think only about 20% of us will see rain, a 20% coverage throughout the rest of the day. So a lot of us will see a good bit of sunshine, but highs will stay in the lower 90s with that lower humidity. Now, as for the rain today, again, we're talking mainly western areas, more likely to see that isolated shower or thunderstorm this afternoon and this evening. And then overnight tonight, we could get some thunderstorms. We're talking after sunset, moving through southeast Georgia and then even into our western areas of northeast Florida before it dissipates after midnight. Here's a look at our most accurate 7-day forecast. Enjoy the lower humidity and drier air today. Humidity comes surging back tomorrow. We will have highs in the middle 90s to end the work week with feels like temperatures well above 100 degrees and scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms.